Howdy everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, we're going to be going over some West Virginian wildlife. So, the hunting season, especially rifle season, is coming pretty close here in my neck of the woods, so I decided why don't we do some good old West Virginian hunting today. We're going to be looking at game that you can find in my neck of the woods, and that's primarily going to consist of whitetail deer, black bear, turkey, cottontail rabbit, even raccoon, for example, all kinds of cool stuff. In fact, we've even got wild boar, and if I'm not mistaken, we've got some kind of quail species. I can't remember exactly what quail species it is, but I'll throw it up here on screen just to show you. This is the bird that I'm talking about. This time of year always makes me pretty excited. I'm sure you get pretty excited as well wherever you are for your regulated hunting season as well. So let's go ahead and jump right in. But first, before we do anything else, we're going to do what we should have been doing from the get-go. I'm actually going to go in and recustomize, and we're going to put on some camo for all these rifles. So let me go ahead and see what I can do. Alright, I've got my Real Tree camo wrap on. This is the Leighton Lake Premium wrap instead of like a spray or a normal camo. I think this looks a lot better than a lot of the other like camo, under the camo category, designs that they offer in Call of the Wild. I much prefer Real Tree over most other camos anyways, so I think they look pretty good, and I think we're ready to go lay down some whitetail deer. Let's get started. Well, the plan was to start out on whitetail, right? The plan, I've got everything all together. It's whitetail drink time. The plan was to get up and go look for whitetail, but this is a max weight. This is a max weight whitetail jackrabbit track. Now, we don't have jackrabbits in West Virginia. We have cottontail rabbits, but I think our plans are going to have to be on hold for this. Let's go see where this bad boy ran off to, because I'm definitely interested. This is indicative of at least a big level 2 or maybe even a level 3 jackrabbit. And rabbits are some of the most notoriously difficult diamonds. That's him right there, I'm pretty sure. Diamonds to get in Call of the Wild. So if I can knock this one out of the way right off the jump, I'm gonna do it. I think that's him right there. Oh, it is a 3! What are the freaking odds? What are the odds? What the hell? I just got started. And it's a shame, too. The foliage here on Leighton isn't, like, you can't flatten it. At least this kind of foliage here. You can't just walk on it and flatten it for a picture. But I'm going to go ahead and just pick him up and see what we got. He's a level 3. Oh, now it decides to flatten. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to get a picture right quick, because that's just absurd. That right there is freaking absurd. 6 point... No shot. Hold on a minute. Alright. I had to take a closer look because I wasn't sure if that was max score. 6.5 is not max score, but that is a very big whitetail jackrabbit. 14.36, I mean 15 pounds, that's max weight at 15 pounds. That's a big old rabbit. That's a nice chunky rabbit stew, if you're in the mood for it. Or if you trap, or maybe even do a little fishing depending on where you're from. That's a good bit of bait. That's a good bit of bait right there. And it's so funny too, because I was wanting to do a jackrabbit video specifically just on jackrabbits. I wanted to go from like map to map to map to find rabbits, and I wanted to start out on Leighton with jackrabbits, and I was having an awful time. I couldn't find rabbits anywhere, and all of a sudden this guy just shows up at the beginning of my video that's not even about rabbits and just completely throws off the vibe. Well, I mean, with that out of the way, I mean, let's try our best to find some whitetail now. I mean, God, with that kind of luck, do you think there's a level 3 whitetail sitting around here somewhere? No. Nah. There's no way this is real. There is no, I did not plan for this. I didn't plan for this at all. I don't even think we hit him that good. Oh, well, that was not good, neither. Damn. He's gonna go down if I don't get a better shot. Please give me a good angle. I couldn't tell you if that was a better shot or not, but... What is this luck? What is happening today? I just got on. I have actually not played in days. What is happening? That's a big old blood splatter that just appeared out of nowhere. So, Did it finally show? Okay, I didn't get like a blood splatter showing up when I walked by, and now it's finally on the ground. That looks like vital, so I think we might have made up for it. I mean, I don't think... He might be small. I don't know. My head is racing. Yeah, close but no cigar. Man, that is nuts. That's kind of bullshit. This should not be happening. Not at all. Not in the slightest. No, this should not be happening. This is unreal. First, we find a level 3 diamond, like jackrabbit, right? And then we walk up on a troll level 3 whitetail. I mean, what gives? What gives? I need to start hunting on Layton more often because it seems like I have such crazy luck on Layton out of freaking nowhere. Even in multiplayer, too. That's just nuts. We've got another herd of whitetail deer out here, and of course there's not a whole lot to pick from here. There's only 3 males. There's a level 2 with a max of 187, another level 2 with a max of 156, and this absolute monster, this total stud, 165. Never in a million years would he even be close to 160. In a score. That's just not enough antler. That's a spike at best. But we are going to try to take down 187 here. Now, what I want to do here, the whole point of today's video, because I'm going to have to jump from map to map anyways, but I'll take what I can here on Layton, but if it's easier to take an animal somewhere else, like for example Black Bear on Silver Ridge Peaks, I'm going to do it. But for now, we're sticking to whitetail, and after this, we're going to take a look at some elk. Just because we're already here in Layton, we might as well. Now, this guy is probably silver at best. I don't even think he had an estimate over 190 anyways, but yeah, 171. No shot. But, I mean, hey, he's not a bad-looking buck. If I saw a buck like this, realistically, like if I was sitting out in the woods and I see a buck like this roll up, I mean, I'm shooting it. Why not? He's still a good-looking buck. We've got another herd of whitetail out here, and that's not a bad one. That ain't a bad one at all. 228, not a bad estimate. He's probably gonna be low 200s, like late 190s at best, but it's better than nothing. They're still pretty far out though, so there might be even more spawning in with them. I was also under the assumption they didn't drink on this side of the river here. I thought they drank on the lower half there, the other side, but either way, a buck's a buck. We're gonna go get him. Some of the worst parts about whitetail hunting on Layton is they mostly, they're supposed to mostly drink along this river, but you can hardly ever find them on the river. You're lucky, in my opinion, or at least that's how it is on my solo map. You're lucky if you find them along the river here. I could never do a great one whitetail grind on Layton anyways. Flinter's a much bigger man than I am in that regard, because I can never get them to come in here. But he's also got another smaller buck, max of 137. Obviously, that guy is not going home with us today. I'd rather take this one. I hope he's got a jacket, because that floor's going to be cold when he's laying in it. Boom. Down. Let's go get him. Like I said, I think he's going to be somewhere in the late 190s, early 200s range. He's a nice one, but he's not super crazy big. Nothing really to call your mom about, Oh, I was just the tiniest little bit off. For a buck with a max in the 220s range, 209 is not bad at all. I'll take it. Now, we don't have a whole lot of time left in whitetail drink time here on Layton. It's 11:09, so we've got about an hour. Let me see what we're working with here. We've got some more whitetail deer out here. There was a little buck here, max of 178. I don't think he has another buck in his herd, but I think we're getting ready to find out. Now, this shot might be a little cruddy because there's a lot of shit in the way, but we're going to try to back up here, maybe get a better clear shot of him. This looks a lot better. We'll take what we can get here. Max of 178. This is not going to be a very high scoring buck at all. I've been trying to keep my eyes peeled, looking for bigger, better herds, but along this river, it's just a lot harder to see through all this dense foliage. They don't like to pile up on the river on my map for some reason, so we may end up swapping to lakes, looking at over here, looking over here. One of my favorite lakes to go to right here. I've not been to this one ever, but they come to this one as well. It's hard to tell what we're going to find out here. Well, we had to wait for him to float on over to us, but now that he's here, yeah, itty-bitty little thing. Spindly buck. This is baby's first buck. That's exactly what he looks like. He's not quite Hall of Shame, But for example, if like one of my brothers or one of my like family members, young family members, called me up and said, hey, I shot my first buck, and sent me a picture and this is what it was, I wouldn't be like, ew. Oh well, it'll work. It's money. Now, since the river's not really working, we're just gonna teleport out here. We're gonna go take a look at this lake. We're gonna start hunting lakes, see if we get anything bigger or better. We've got another smaller bunch of bucks out here. There's a level 2 with a max of 210, a level 2 with a max of 192, and I think those are the only 2 bucks here. But fear not, I think if we do this correctly, we should be able to take down both of these bucks. And even though they're not really trophies, we're not keeping any of this stuff. They're still, I mean, even from a distance, they're still pretty decent to look at. I mean, hey, at least we've got shooters here. I stumbled across a zone full of does not super long before I found this one. Alright, we're within range. Let's see. Oh, I missed him. Hang on. It ain't over yet. I got one more in the chamber. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. I never ever make decent shots like that. Now, this first buck that we're picking up has a smaller weight estimate, so I'm not going to assume he's going to score super high, but one can only hope. See, 166, meh. But also, again, if one of these things walked up to me while I've been sitting in the woods, especially after like hours, you know, just sitting there not seeing nothing, this guy rolls up, I'm shooting him. And the next guy's just laying up here. I do see vital blood, but we also could have made a spine shot on him. They have the same effect, pretty much. You hit him in the spine, they're pretty close to the lungs anyways. You're going to see a vital blood splatter on the ground anyway. Oh no, we were lucky. Liver, right lung. That's certainly vital. 181 isn't something to be super proud of considering his estimate. I think both of their score estimates were in the 200s range, the maximums, but they have a very similar shape, you know what I mean? Their racks are very, very similar, pretty wide set, not a whole lot of tines on either one of them, so, I mean, it works. You don't really know what to expect when you see bucks like that sometimes, I guess. Now, we've got a lot of ground to cover. We've got a lot of species to cover today, so I think we're going to stop our whitetail venture right here, and we're going to go right on in to some rosy elks, since considering we just reintroduced elk into the Appalachian region where I live after several decades of not having them, so I think it's only fitting that we give them at least an honorable mention in today's video. Now, I know we're looking for elk, but black bear are also massively popular here in West Virginia. In fact, if you didn't know, the black bear is the state animal. We have a state bird, the cardinal, but the black bear specifically is the state animal here. However, since we're covering West Virginian wildlife, we might as well take a pot shot here at this female black bear. She's not going to score anything special. She doesn't appear to be rare, but it definitely wouldn't hurt to start knocking bears out of the way, considering we're going to have to go hunt them down anyways. Now, she's attentive and she's facing us, so we're going to go ahead and get our Valgarda out, and we're going to let it do its thing. Well, actually, maybe... yeah, get alert. There we go. That should be a heart shot. Now, I've not seen any elk so far along this lake, but one, I have tons of elk zones all around this lake, and two, this lake is just huge, so we're bound to see some bigger elk here in just a little bit. But for now... 14.64, a black fur-type black bear. We kind of spine shot her a little bit, but considering... wow, that wasn't a heart shot at all. Man, was I wrong. We nailed the double lung and the spine, and that's why she went down like a heart shot. Hell, close enough, right? There we go. I'm seeing lots of antler over here, but that's also... oh, there's some mallard. That's also usually a kicker. Zones like this are not usually zones you want to grind, technically, because as you can see, there are no cows. There are no elk cows in this herd, but we're gonna take a couple. Big old bulls, anyways. All right, let me see which one's the biggest. 270. That's obviously the biggest right there. 336, right? That's the big guy. There's 295 there in the back, but he's gonna be nowhere near close. And I think I'd even be lucky if this guy scored over 300. Now they're class 7, so you can't quite use the Valgarda, but you can use the Johansson. So let's see here. I'd like to think I hit 2 of them, but we might have just had a thing where, like, the second one ducked at the very last second, so we may have missed him. Yeah, there's not even blood down here. I don't even know if I hit that other one properly. I should have, but where we were from at least 300 yards away, it might have struggled penetrating through bone, so give it just a second. Oh, yep. Oh, we got both of them. Okay, well, consider our elk venture successful thus far. Well, as it turns out, they both didn't make it very far, so that just makes my job a lot easier. There's a blacktail running off. We're not going to worry about her right now. Let's take a look at this big old bull. 237. This was the smaller level 3. You can tell. Look at the rack there. His little grippers at the very end. There's just hardly any antler on this guy at all. This guy's got all the bangs, but he ain't got the mullet behind it. This one, I'm much more confident in his score. This guy actually has a fully fleshed out rack. He looks pretty good. 296. I was lucky if he made it over 300. 380.84 is diamond, but gold is 272.78. So this is a pretty, I'd say mid-size level 4. That ain't bad at all. Wait, that says level 4. I thought when I spotted him, he said he was a level 3. Am I tripping? Like, am I just going crazy? Maybe I'm just unmedicated and I need to be. I don't know. Either way, he's a nice bull, but it's not what we're looking for, so we're going to keep looking, keep the ball rolling. Hopefully we stumble across something nice. Well, we've got ourselves another black bear out here, so naturally we're going to go take him, but he's not a very big black bear. You know, out of all of the diamond black bears I've ever had across 2 different platforms, I have never had a diamond black bear from Layton. See, I've got the super rare from Silver Ridge, and then I've got another Silver Ridge Peaks diamond black bear on PlayStation 4. But he's not a super rare or nothing. He's just a normal black bear. But for example, my hunting partner, my cousin Nathan, he's got all kinds of diamond black bear, and I think most of them have come from his Layton map. I'm already spotting more elk in the distance as well, but I don't like what I see. Oh, well, I mean, there's a bull at least. Not a very big one, but a bull nonetheless. We'll go get closer and check it out, because they're at least 400 yards from us. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh wait, I got called. That might have been me scaring off mallards. Those elk are pretty far out. Anyways, 17.3. He's a dark fur type. He's a level 4. Shot him right through the very back left corner of the right and left lung. That's not exactly what we want. I should have waited for his head to lift, and I probably would have gotten a better squared up shot. I mean, at least we hit vital. All's well that ends well. We'll do better on the next bear, I'm sure. Okay, yeah, there's much better antler right here. This is a completely separate zone from what it seems. Who all else do we have? I've seen 3 bulls over here in this little corner. I've not really seen the other elk here. Well, there's another black bear, level 5. If I'm being honest, it looks like the black bear might be the most interesting thing in that little group in there. I don't even see that level 2 anymore. So, ooh, there's ducks right in front of me. Didn't even occur to me. That guy maxes out at 19, but I have 3 diamond mallards, and I'm about sick of looking at them, and none of these appear rare. We're gonna let him go. There's another black bear here. Man, this place is busy. Anyways, we've got a Rosie here. His max is 335. It says he's level 3, so if it says he's level 4 in the harvest screen, I'm gonna be kind of concerned. I'm gonna be a little weirded out, to say the least. I don't think I want that female. If I take a black bear, I want that level 5 across the way there. So for now, I think I'm just going to scare off everything within the vicinity by taking out this big guy. And if I can help it, actually, I'll take out this bigger level 2. That definitely went through bone, so it might take a little while for him to go down, but he should be, yep, he's dying a lot faster. So we did a pretty decent job there. The black bear will flee with these cows over here. Oh, no. He's stuck. I'll take it. Is it going to ruin anything? It shouldn't. I don't think it should. We're going to try it. That was probably a far back lung shot, but at least I know for sure it's a lung shot. It looks like both of our elk died within the vicinity of these abandoned lodges here, these abandoned cabins. Pretty interesting location, but you don't always get to pick where you die, so I'll give it to him. 276. And it does say level 3, so at least that's consistent. So maybe I am crazy about that other elk. From 227 yards, I tried to aim a little high. Not that zeroing from 160 with the Johansson would ever be an issue. I've never really had any problems range-wise with the Johansson. It's a very reliable rifle, but I wanted to be safe and sorry, and it looks like we made a pretty decent decision. Now, we hit both of these bulls pretty vitally, but one had to pass through bone even from less than 250 yards away, so it took this guy a little longer to go down, but at least he did. 186.66, however, is a less than optimal score. I just wanted to shoot him to have something to shoot, honestly. From 215 yards, it was a little low. I don't know how that didn't hit the heart. I don't know how that wasn't a heart shot, but, I mean, alright, look at that. That should have counted. That should have counted. Oh well. Ain't that big a deal, he's just level 2. Nothing to call home to mommy about. Let's go pick up our black bear. Now as I'm coming down here to look for this black bear, I'm also noticing there's a lot of coyote zones around this lake. So if coyotes are something you need, or something you want, I think this lake might work out well for you. But in all honesty, I think I'd rather just hunt him on Rancho. Anyways, where's our bear? I know he didn't make it very far. Oh, never mind. Oh, even she's still here. I didn't even see her. Hello, pretty lady. Whatever. I ain't gonna bother her if she ain't gonna bother me. 18.09 on a level 5 black bear. Right lung, left lung from 219 yards, 220 yards. A little far back, but, I mean, a vital shot's a vital shot. Now, as I'm scanning around here, I thought I had more elk zones around here than I did. I mean, that's fine. There's plenty of elk zones around here to go find, especially along the river. They're a lot easier to hunt on the river here in Layton. So, let me see if there's any more elk zones anywhere else but here. This is where I'm at on the map. Now, I don't know about y'all, but we wouldn't properly be playing on Layton if we didn't check the famous Mushroom Lake. And that right there is exactly why. There's always something here. Always. I see something moving right there as well, and I don't know if that's like a rabbit or if that's an elk. That's a nice one, 266. There's a smaller one, 221. At least we have their zone. I don't have any elk zones out here. That's why I wanted to check. But there's definitely something small and white moving down here. Oh, no, that's just water because this game's graphics are bugged as hell. I will wait. I'll wait before I make a decision. There might be a nicer elk in the area. This, actually, is the very lake that I shot one of my 3 Diamond Rosy Elks, actually, at. I shot him in multiplayer, and it was right over there. So let me get down here, look around, double check just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Because if these guys are the only elk here, then that's when I'll take the shot. But I want to double check and make sure there's nothing nicer around here. There might be a level 4 waiting for us. It always seems like everyone else's Mushroom Lake is a lot busier than mine is. However, I've killed a Diamond Blacktail, I've helped my brother kill a Diamond Blacktail, and I've killed a Diamond Roosevelt elk at this very lake. We've also got a level 6 black bear out there. I might take the elk instead of the black bear. It'd be really funny if I wiped out this entire zone, actually, while I'm here. But I'm not going to do that. I'd like to keep elk coming back to this area. So, I think what I'm going to do... That right there, aim a little high. Oh, that's a level... Oh, no, never mind. I was looking at the freaking elk indicator. If we hurry, we might be able to just get away with getting that black bear as well. That might have been a spine shot that felt a little too far back, but, I mean, he's down. We got him. I don't feel very healthy about that shot, but it'll be alright. Let's just go pick up our elk, and then we'll circle back around and get our black bear. Well, this one certainly didn't make it too far. I wonder where we hit him. We might have hit liver there. Nope. This was a really weird double lung shot. 236.89. Not even close to gold. I mean, he's still a respawn, but that was just mighty strange. I thought maybe we had hit him somewhere else. Alright, I know that says Vital Blood, but I'm skeptical. Let me see what I did. Oh no, this was perfect, actually. That was perfect. He was kind of, like, his ass was in our face a little bit there, so I had to, like, it's normal to aim a little far back when it's quartered away, but that's about as center lung as I could have got it. That's probably the best shooting I'll do on a black bear all day. 18.69, however, is just not cutting it. 19.2 is gold. I mean, he's close, but no cigar. That's how I feel like all the black bear on Layton really are, at least for me. So we're going to keep looking. Hopefully we find something bigger. Call me crazy. Call it luck. Swear on my life. I'm just on my way out here, and there's another max weight track for a jackrabbit while I'm looking for elk. 12 to 15 pounds. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. The elk can wait. The elk can just wait. Is that it? Ah! No! That's him! That's him! That's him! What? I'll take another one. I'm not gonna be able to take another one. I'm probably just scared off the elk that's down here. I don't care. What is going on? What the I had the hardest time finding these the other day. I have tried to record a jackrabbit Layton video for days. I remember complaining in the Discord about it. And now all of a sudden they're just showing up. Please don't troll. Okay, that one's also a pretty big one. 14.79 pounds. 15 is max weight. 6.7 is huge. That is huge. I don't even really know what to say. It's so funny. Shout out Piebald Hunter. His advice was just hunt everything else under the sun on Layton, and you'll just find jackrabbit. Instead of just going out of your way to find jackrabbit yourselves, you're not gonna find them just doing that. Just go hunt whatever else, and they'll just pop up. I guess that's what I've been doing, and well, I think it's working. Okay, enough of this, enough of this. Just enough of this. I'm done with it. No more diamond jackrabbits. I have one. I don't need two. I don't need three. Silver at 3.11. This is the average experience jackrabbit hunting. This is the way it should be. This luck is insane. Layton has been crazy for me. Layton has always been kind of crazy in some form or another for me, but I've never seen luck quite like this. Jackrabbits are notoriously difficult to find diamonds in, and today I just suddenly find two? Oh, that's a really big elk. Oh shit, that's a really big elk. 380.8 or something like that is diamond. His minimum is at 352. There's another nice elk at 302. A smaller elk. Bunch of cow. Okay, there's at least two cows, so this would be a good grind zone. This group has got a bunch of cows in it. There's a level 7 black bear. Really nice black bear. Man, this is nuts. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take out the level 4 wherever he went. I mean, that's a really nice bull. What are the odds? Tell me now. What are the odds? One in the chamber. A little far back, but I think that might have been liver lungs. Okay. If there's anything else left in the area nice enough to shoot, I'm going to shoot it. Hopefully that black bear stayed. Oh, yeah, he's here. Stand up for me one more time. Come on. I know you want to. Stand up for me one more time. I mean, that works too. Good night, sweet prince. Maybe? Let's just shoot him in the butt. I think I missed. I mean, that's fine. I just found another diamond jackrabbit, and I've got a diamond potential elk on my hands. Now, listen. I know what it looks like, but what are the odds this guy's a diamond? I mean, this rack looks very similar to the first diamond elk I had ever taken on Layton on PC. Years and years ago, I even filmed the occasion. What are the odds that this guy is a diamond? He looks very similar to that rack. It was a small rack diamond, but what are the freaking odds? I'm kind of scared to pick him up, because I know exactly what this bullshit looks like. Okay. Alright, cool. 370.07, so 10 points roughly, give or take like less than a point away from diamond. I'll take it. That's a very gorgeous elk. Very, very nice elk. And in fact, I think that's the nicest elk that I'll see all day. Not to mention, oh, wait, never mind. The shot was just a tad bit too far back, a little scary. That's why I said liver, maybe lung. But, I mean, it got the job done. At least it's a double lung. The black bear, unfortunately, is dead. However, I do not think we're going to be picking it up. I'll be honest with you. I don't even think I want to pick it up, because I know I've butchered it. What's the point? But also, I don't want to just leave my trash laying around, so I guess we might as well go get him. We had a pretty good time in Layton before my computer blue screen. It's actually been a couple days since that recording for this video, so I decided to chill out, go grab a Mountain Dew and a pepperoni roll, and come back later. Now we're in New England mountains looking at raccoons and potentially some red fox, since those are two species that are widely hunted here in West Virginia as well. Now, normally, folks, prefer to go around during the nighttime with a flashlight looking for shiny eyes in the treetops, and they find where they are and they shoot them out of the trees with a shotgun. Some folks even they'll set raccoon traps because they are carnivorous and they will eat your livestock. So people set traps as well, but obviously you can't trap in Call of the Wild, although I think it'd be pretty unique if you could. We've already been warning called by some raccoon here to my right, but I can't exactly remember which direction. I know I'm heading towards the call here, but it is raccoon drinking time, so if we don't find them out here in the dark, we can definitely go check the water sources all the way out here. They do like to drink at these lakes here in the center, as well as these lakes all the way down here and around this like little circle, this little rim of river. I do believe that was a raccoon calling right there. Well, that's not a very small raccoon, but I mean, we'll learn to live with it. We'll just let him go. At least we know they're active in this part of the map. It should be right smack dab in the middle of raccoon drink time, so we should have around 2 hours to look anyways. We've alerted the raccoons that were here, unfortunately, and while normally you can use things like the 22 in real life on raccoons, in Call of the Wild, you can't use a 22 for these guys. So instead, I've got the Quist Reaper. I've been meaning to swap it out for the Frost 257, but this will also work just as well. I think I'm just going to go for, in fact, before I do anything else, I need to equip the night vision scope. I think I'll just go for this one right here because she's the most broadside. Okay, we'll take 2. They're just females, but, I mean, better than nothing. And the zone is still secure. Let's go pick them up. Here's the first raccoon. I think this one's a blonde? No, it's a brown. It's a little more shiny and bright underneath my flashlight. 404 is bronze, silver is 5, gold is 9, and diamond is 12. That other level 4 raccoon seems a lot more enticing now that I've got this little raccoon out of the way. Now, this one should be a blonde, right? Yes, that is a little blonde raccoon, scoring 4.42. Again, not quite at that silver prerequisite just yet. 5 is silver, but considering she's just a level 1, no shot in hell, right? That's got to be a big level 1 to make silver. She is awful pretty, though. I love what they've done with the raccoon models. If they ever put possums and squirrels in the game, I mean, I'm just going to say it now. They're going to look incredible. We've got a tiny little male raccoon out here. He's a level 2, scoring between 4 and 6, so he's going to be especially tiny. I think I just saw, oh, there's even more. Why are they nervous? There must be a bobcat, or must have been a bobcat somewhere nearby. I think she's the only one, the only moose out here. I can't quite see over there, so I'm just going to safely assume that there are no raccoons over there. I'm not able to see anything to my left, but it's so far out that if I shoot this raccoon here and now, it's not going to bother whatever is on the other side. I mean, it's definitely going to go down. It's the Quist Reaper, but at what cost? We're still going to go pick him up, but we definitely didn't shoot him as well as I thought we did. Well, poor little guy. He didn't really make it as far as I thought he would. Oh, yeah. Still too low, even when zeroed from 164 yards with the Quist Reaper. Usually, range is going to be a bit of a kicker with this gun, and I keep forgetting it's not nearly as reliable. Not nearly as reliable as the Johansson, but you know what? That's perfectly fine. He would have been a silver, barely at 5.31. He was just a level 2, so nothing to sneeze at, nothing to cry home to mommy about, like per usual. So let's just keep looking. Oh, wait. There it is. A level 2. Wow. Okay. Well, let's hold off on that big guy. Let's hold off on him for right now. We're going to scan the lake and see who all else could possibly be here. I see a couple more out there. A level 3, a level 2, another level 3, another level 3. Oh my gosh. So we've got some bigger raccoons out here as it is. Are there any others? I think I just saw either a fox or a coyote of sorts all the way out there. Oh, there was a raccoon right in front of me. Didn't even notice it. Hello. That scared me. And there's a black bear out here as well, just a level 3 female. This is a solo zone for a female raccoon, so definitely not going to bother that. Okay, the biggest raccoon is right here. 7 to 9, he's a level 3, but there's another level 3 with an estimate of 6 to 8, another one with an estimate of 6 to 8, and a smaller one with an estimate of 5 to 7. Ooh, Wait, no. That's a really big one. 12 is diamond, so he's a guaranteed gold at best. But if I can get him to settle down, I think he's going to be ours. Ooh, it's too bright for that now. Ooh, and he's a really pretty blonde fur type as well. Let me see if I can't get him to settle. Ooh, I like what I see. That's a dead raccoon. There we go. I got another. I don't think I'll be able to get any of the others, and that's fine. We got 2 of them right there. Here's one of the raccoons. I think this is one of the smaller ones here. It's not the blonde one for sure. So here's our biggest raccoon so far until we pick up our level 4. He scores 8.54, which is just like less than half a point away from gold at 9, which is fine. The first shot was a little too far forward, but the cool thing about the raccoons is like when you shoot them, they're kind of like the foxes and the coyotes. So when you shoot them the first time, they'll go down, and if you hit them bad, they'll get back up and pause for just a second, which allows you to make a clear and concise follow-up shot right into the vitals just like this. From 166 yards, we got the left lung and the liver. Bada bing, bada boom. And last but not least, here's our blonde raccoon, a level 4. 10.01, so just barely above 10 points. A small-ish gold, not really close to the middle, more closer to just base level at 9, but not bad at all. From 164 yards, we were perfectly zeroed. We nailed the left lung, and the liver, and the right lung. Kind of similar to the second shot on the weaker raccoon that we just picked up. Very, very nice, very nice. Now, it doesn't take a whole lot of time to run out of raccoon drink time, and we're very close to the end of their drink time as it is at 6 a.m. I try to set the time an hour ahead and then work my way through their drink time just to make sure that they're here when I get here. So let's go back and reset the time. We'll do one more round of raccoon hunting before we move on to things like maybe red fox before we call it a day. So we've got lots of different raccoons out here. There's a bunch of level 3s out here with varying estimates. 2 with very small estimates like 6 to 8. 1 with an estimate of 7 to 9. And then this guy right here with an estimate of 8 to 10. I keep hearing chirping like that. Like the raccoons barking, raccoon chirping. But I've not spotted another raccoon at all. Not this close to me at least. Oh, maybe because it's right there. That's a female. There's another one out here that gave me some kind of warning call that was in this area that I've not been able to spot as well. I don't know if it would be worth it to wait for any other raccoons to come out, because I don't know if she's the only one. But I know if I take a shot on her, it's going to spook the ones across the lake, at the very least. They're all going to run off, and they're obviously the more valuable trophies. Anyway, now that I'm here, I mean, I guess it would be kind of cool if I nailed this shot on this raccoon from all the way out here. I'm definitely not going to zero for 320 and aim low, but let me see what I got. I mean, I'll take it. Dropped like a bad habit. Some green-winged teal and some mallard have been flying down here and resting. I'll let them run off. That other female raccoon will run off. I don't know if there are any other raccoons. Yeah, they're all fleeing. I mean, that works for me. I'll take one. Let's go pick him up and see what he's got. I don't think he's going to be super big. I think I'll be lucky if he scores a whole 9 points, but he's worth it anyway. We're coming up on our raccoon now, the first one we've taken since we've reset the time, and I'm hoping he at least barely makes gold. Oh, he did. Just barely over 9. Okay, well, I'll take it. A little far back, and definitely not high enough. I didn't aim high enough. 254 yards, I should have been aiming a lot higher with the Quist Reaper there, but we clipped the liver. I think that's about all I can ask for. Look, he's got his little tongue out. Isn't that cute? Hang on a minute. That's cute as a button. That mallard looks awful funky. Hang on a second. She looks a little dark there, don't you think? Am I just crazy, or does she look really dark? I mean, we'll pick her off anyway, and maybe I'm just wrong. I'll go pick her up and see what she looks like, but she looked a little dark, but it could have been just where we're night hunting. My dog has got my mallard now. I mean, oh, that's a mallard? Wait, that's melanistic. Is that a melanistic bird? Oh my god. Oh my god. I haven't seen one of these on my maps in years. I have one on PlayStation 4. I just don't have one for PC. I guess now I do, but... Oh shit. Now, if only this had been a male melanistic mallard. because then I could have put it in that big, that one big bird multi-mount that I want to put together. Man, that is crazy. Oh, there it goes. Oh, there's a couple. There's a male and a female there. The male was a level 3, so we're not... Oh, that's a nice one. Okay. There we go. That's probably going to scare off a lot of the other raccoons in the area, if I must be honest. There's also some quail just over that hill there, but I'm not really worried about quail. That can wait till the next episode. Alright, let's see what we got here, buddy. 9.7, so just barely over gold. Almost a full 10 points. Ooh, that angle's kind of nasty. Shot him through the butt cheek and it went all the way through his body. That's scary. That's scary to even think about. I don't want to get shot in the butt cheek. Sorry, buddy. Oh. Well, we scared it. There's also a red fox right there. We're going to try to do this. Just because it's right freaking there. Okay, we got it. There's other raccoons here, unfortunately. We're going to try to meet them halfway. Let's see what we can get away with. There we go. Is that all that was in that zone? Just 2? The zone's still there. I didn't see any more. Yeah, nothing there. Oh, we've got a raccoon. Let me see. A level 3. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? It doesn't appear so. So what we're going to do, since we're running out of time here, where are we at? Aim just a little high. Shoot. I mean, he's going to go down. We definitely didn't make a good shot, but it'll work. It'll be fine. Let's just pick up what we have before we ruin a zone here and call it a day. Alright, first raccoon here. I think this one's the blonde? Yeah, another blondie. Didn't hit it very well, but would have barely just been a silver, really. Well, bit of a middle-of-the-road silver. About as middle as you can get between 5 and 9. I think this one right here should have been a much better shot. Another blonde. All kinds of blondes. Yeah, also not a super great shot. He would have just barely been a gold at 9.08, but I'm willing to let it go. He's just a level 3. There's going to be plenty of other raccoons that we can get our hands on with much better scores. Alright, last raccoon of the day. Not a very good shot at all, not very efficient, but he wouldn't have even been a whole gold at 7.49. Also another middle-of-the-road silver raccoon, so if there's ever been a shot to waste, it would be on a raccoon just like that. And there's lots of, like, tons of tracks around here. What are they? Whitetail. Okay, well, maybe that will be for another video. But anyways, that's going to do it for me today. I've had so much fun looking around and showing you an example of what we have to offer here in the woods of West Virginia. I do recommend that if you want to try out something new, something a little challenging, come hunt in the mountains of Appalachia, come hunt in the mountains of West Virginia. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, it's been super fun, but I gotta run. It's been good to see everybody. If you're new here, it was nice to meet you, and if you're a returning viewer, then it was lovely to see you again. And with that, roll the tape, and I'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you'd like to watch more, you can select one of the icons to the right of me, or you can select the little icon down below to subscribe. If you like what you've seen today, leave a like, subscribe if you want, ring the dinner bell for notifications next time I go live, or next time there's a new upload, or you can select one of the links down below in the description to follow me across all of your favorite social media platforms. I do have an Insta Lodge, which you can find down below. Any harvest screenshots or photography that I take while I play Call of the Wild gets posted there first. I have a Twitch where I do stream Call of the Wild from time to time. We have an absolute blast, and we would love to have you. Or you can go to my TikTok, where any additional Call of the Wild content goes that doesn't quite make it into my YouTube channel. Thanks again for stopping by. It was good to see you, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good one.